Alright, so what someone once told me was that, like, what's the fun in getting high if you don't do stupid shit or act stupid once in a while? Yeah, so there you go. Now you get this fucking stupid
Alright, so
high
what someone
spoofed.
once told me was that, like, what's the That's why they call me Towley Gang. Bro, not while I'm fried, gang. I'm gonna go live. I'll get more viewers. You know how many fucking amazing ass subscribers I got? Bro, I'm not even in I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm just gonna fucking just New York style. I don't care. It's just it depends. It's all on the guns. They all have the same recoil, so if it kicks, then I guess it kicks. What magazine do you have on the conversion? Yo, what magazine do you have on the conversion? You motherfucker. How many guns did you craft with your broke ass? That's it? And let me guess, it was the conversion? You know that diamond Glock beam switch has like a crazy fire rate, bro? I think you should be happy it doesn't shoot fives. You know how expensive fives are? You know why? We went to the gun store to try to buy ammo. It's $500. If you craft them, it's like $250 or some shit. I had to make it more expensive because, gang, you gotta keep in mind. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you seen what Wooly and like Country and Tiger had just from buying guns off me because I had bought 1,000 of every piece, and the only thing I had to keep restocking up on was scrap metal and steel. Other than that, I had enough materials that lasted the whole 2-month eco. So after I spent that little bit of money on it, I had made a shit ton of money because I could have just sold the guns at any price as long as I was selling them above, like, other than the handguns. Anything that was like pretty much snipers or shotguns, if they were 20k or above, I was making money off of them. So now with this now, like, you have to have a fuckload of money to even craft them. So think about the sales price on those things. They're gonna be up the ass. And if you look at the ammo shop, 9mm $500. Ammo crafters are gonna craft them for cheaper and sell them for cheaper than the gun store. It's gonna might not be a lot cheaper, but it's also so, like, you know, it's not like, as you said, anyone can just get in the city and shoot. Because now to shoot in the city, they're gonna have to go and grind a solid amount. Because yeah, they get a starter pack and they choose to claim it and whatnot, but then they have to get a car, which is gonna take all their money. Then if they find the drug location or if I end up recording a starter tutorial, then, you know, they'll maybe be able to get a business server. Point kind of being is like I had to up the prices on everything and make it more of a grind so people can't just fly in and they can't just stack up guns and really decrease the value of what they should be, because then people are going to be able to go eventually start buying switches more towards like the end game, which won't matter. Like as it'll be closer to eco. Even early on, if people want to give good deals, they'll be selling switches at pretty much next to near crafting price because they're just not gonna care anymore. Because of how cheap they were, especially with everything else. Like the ARs were maybe like $8,000 to craft, so it's like, those were 160K. Eventually, they would be dropping down to like 40, 50K, and people would be stacking the living shit out of them. You know what I mean? So like it's kind of like the ammo. The ammo is the main thing to really like make use of the gun. So I had to make it a bit more costly to shoot, and a bit more of like a fear of carrying a gun and ammo around. Because if someone else has like the intentions of robbing them, and they're not a good shooter, they gotta know that that's an expensive ass, loss right there. You know what I mean? Compared to before, if you recall, that shit was dirt cheap. You could have stacked up like 100, 200 guns really easy. Turned them, sold them for like 15, 20K, 25K even, with the old economy and shit like that. But huh? I think I don't even know, to be honest. I can't lie, I don't even know. I gotta find my AirPods. Give me a sec. Alright, I'm on my phone because I'm downloading the software because the internet's already in the basement. I figured may as well make the internet speed a bit better. But long story short, Bracken, is that yeah, I did up the price. It was just before, and you're gonna be kind of shocked if you had actually crafted the like within the first like hour of me, giving you gun crafter, maybe even like 20 minutes, because I think I did a restart shortly after. But if you went within your first 20 minutes, how cheap ammo would have been. It would have been like $50 a bullet type cheap instead of like the 250 or whatever. So it would have been $5 cheap. Yeah, no, but I meant like in general, like when I gave you on your new character, the crafter, on this new economy, that was the only thing I didn't fix was the ammo. And I noticed it. I'm like, how cheap is this? I don't want that to be, like, they should be making money, but what they should be making money on mainly, and I might be removing the sniper ammo and shit, so I wouldn't craft those, because right now there's legit, like, the only ammo that's getting used are 45s, 9 mils, and 5.56s. So as of right now, I wouldn't craft anything else because the shotgun ammo, all of that, that's extremely useless. And it's like you'll just waste your materials on them because there's not a single gun in the city other than like my one of ones that I'm not giving out in the city because, as I said, it's kind of like if people want to have exclusive guns or something crazy, like you have the only exclusive gun that's hitting out in the street. So if you lose it, you lose it. If you don't, you don't. All of the guns that I have, they're really just for me to have to fuck around with if I want them, but everything that's like in there, for the most part, some of them are like Surge's guns that he gave to me early on to like add and have in the server, but it's still like would have been like if he comes to start playing this city over the semi-series, because I know he prefers semi-series, so he's sticking to the Chicago Surge city to play in over where I've picked coast side, but I'll still play both, but my main will be coast side. If he comes over, he'll have like 2, 3, maybe even 4 guns on his table of one of ones that I'll then end up losing off of my table because they're technically his if he comes into the city and wants them on or wants a custom table. But long story short is that like I'm not gonna put any weapons out in general that are my one of ones because it's gonna make people want to get their own custom guns on their table, and 2, it's kind of just like it's people's choice. If they get their own one of one guns on their table, what they can choose if they want to sell it or keep it to themselves and make people want it even more. people got to experience my guns, but now that I'm gonna be learning how to make super crazy guns within the next week, a lot of new guns are gonna maybe hit the server. I don't know. They might go into the semi-serious, but depending on, because I know a lot of semi-serious servers end up using those like glowing guns and shit like that. My server, I'm trying not to have as many of those unless if they're, like one of one guns imported or some shit. Then that's entirely on them. Uh, well, I'll have to fix that soon. And yeah, just leave it. It'll end up being fixed soon when I'm back to updating and working on fixes. What's up? What's up? Yo. What? Nah, but anyways, basically, with how the server is set up, or it should be set up, okay, my cars are fire, but the reason why I'm not doing any of my cars right now, bro, my cars are fire, but the reason why I ain't selling my cars, nah, they ain't fast. Like, I legit, all of them are pretty much driving, unless if, like, by chance, just because I designed or some shit, because that's kind of like how your cars went. I just used and did the same technique with my cars and just copied and pasted the shit over from similar kind of models. So they're nothing like crazy. The only cars that go super quick that are in there are really the build that, you know.
question for you though. Are you going to get a new chain made? Um, I'll have to do that shortly. I am installing um I'm installing my 3Ds Max real quick. If I ain't waste my time downloading this shit.